Hi guys, welcome to the video. This is part 2 of this Audi revival. If you missed part 1, click up in the top corner to watch that. This follows directly on from that video where I'm just about to refit the other front coilover and then get on with the front wheel bearing. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy part 2. This shock, as you can see, also completely tired. And this is my finger. I just pushed it in with my finger, so that is definitely done. Significantly easier to do this without all of that in the way. It's time to move on to the bearing for the hub. So I'm going to get that pressed out, and then press a new one in and get this all starting to go back together. Right, so this old bearing out now. I mean, granted I've been pushing on it, but it feels notchy anyway when you spin. So that kind of probably makes sense. You start pressing a new one in. Gonna be fun. Yeah, I got it. So now it's time for me to start fitting these front brakes back together. I've got new calipers, discs, pads to go on. So I'm going to start getting that all back together. Okay, excellent. And we are threaded into this caliper, really nice here. So this is it's going surprisingly well. Right, there we go. All things considered, that went remarkably well. Right, so this side's done. I'll go to the other side. I will move on to the rears, which is rear suspension, brakes and wheel bearings on both sides. So yeah, right, I'll get on with the next side and then I'll catch you afterwards. Right, so now I've got all the front end back together. I'm going to start on the rear. I've got the wheel bearings to do on both sides. I'm going to clean the brakes up a bit, and then I also need to change the coilovers. So I'll get started. Make sure to undo them on the ground this time. Judging by the way these look, it'd probably be a good idea to get some new ones. Yep. Well, this one. There we go. So far, been able to get top one out, bottom one very, very stuck. So at this point, I think probably add a lot of heat and see what happens there. Not much else I can do really. Moving. Moving. Boy. This back one. Fall out? No. Okay. So after looking at these discs a bit more, they're not that terrible, but they're not looking too great either. They are pretty heavily scored on the back face of the disc. So I think what I'm going to do is get some new discs. So I'm not fitting bearings to, you know, an old disc that I'll need to replace at some point fairly soon. And the new discs weren't too expensive, so I've ordered some of them. So I'll have to wait for those to arrive. But while I'm waiting for that to arrive, I'll get the other side, start stripping that down, and also get these calipers wound back. And if they haven't arrived to the point where I've done all that, then I will start to work on the suspension, get these coilovers fitted. Right, so after trying for quite some time on the other caliper to push that back, I think that is also seized, so that brings me to 3 seized calipers. So rather than even bother, I've just ordered another for this side. So I'm going to start getting this side stripped down. So I have a disc which I'm waiting for it to arrive, and obviously I'm waiting for the caliper to arrive as well. So I can get all that fitted tomorrow, but first I'm going to just get all this side stripped down, ready for that to go. Ready for that to get refitted. Well, this is going to be difficult to film and do at the same time. So because my car doesn't have the fold-in rear seats, I haven't had to take out the rear seat. It took me a little while to find that out, because I did start taking out the rear seats, and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is the right way to do it. And it turns out it wasn't. You can just get to them from the boot. I've got to just under these bolts on the top here, which I believe are 13s or something, I don't know. They're a size. There's one. Right, fantastic. So the top 2 out. It's just a case of just the bottom bolt now. I think it's not exactly. Oh, no way! How the hell is this done in here? Right. Oh. That was surprisingly not seized. Okay, fantastic. And that's going to come down there. have missed something. Yep. So now I've got that off, I'm just going to put it in the spring compressor and whiz that top mount off and put it onto a new one. That shouldn't take us too long, and then I'll move on to the other side, and then hopefully by the time I've done that I'll have my my new parts to come.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh my days.
What?
Look at the state of that bump stop. There we go. What's happening? Well, and there's another GAC shock absorber. All 4 shocks completely gone.
Shockers.
Yeah. Oh man, it would have been a really good idea if I got everything set up before I started lifting it into place. Oh, and drop. Hey, yes, fantastic. I'm not going to tighten this at the bottom yet because I want the ability to wiggle it around a bit, get it seated at the top before I tighten everything up. So now let's go and do the other side. Yes. Nice, excellent.
We bought this in 2007 for £5,200 and receipts, isn't it?
Is there?
Yeah.
Someone paid £5 for this in 2007?
Yeah.
Well, 2007 it was a 7-year-old Audi, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So £5 probably wasn't a bad price.
No, it wasn't.
Right, so I've moved the car over to this ramp, and now I'm going to get these rear brakes fitted. I've got the discs, so I've got the bearings in these now. So get these on, and then get the calipers changed over, brakes rebuilt up, and then it's pretty much done, other than the brake fluid reservoir, I think. So not far now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Right, so that's the rear brakes built up on this side. That's all done, bearings done, everything. I've got fluid through to the caliper now. So before I pump up the brakes and everything properly, I need to do the other side. And I'll just go and do the other side off camera now. After that, it's time to get the brake reservoir off and switch that out for the new one. And then I think there's something I've forgotten, but I will probably remember it a little bit later on. I believe that is all of the brake fluid I'm actually going to get out of that. There is a small amount left in it. Wait there, let me try getting that bit out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about all I'm going to get out of that. So, unclip the connector, shove this underneath to catch any brake fluid that might come out, and then hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Right, so hopefully this should just pull. Oh, I've got a back one out, I think. Yes, we're there. Nice. Right, fantastic. Shit. Let me just focus this camera. Yeah, you can clearly see the nice big crack there, which is not very good. See, it's opening up like that. You just nice. There we go. Tubes fitted. There we go. I believe we're in. Yeah, so now it's time to fill this full of fluid, and then I will get the brakes bled. And then, other than some anti-roll bar links on the front, I believe we're finally finished. I hope. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so hopefully this is it. Right, so the last part I've got to fit are these. These go, yeah, about there. And these are the anti-roll bar links. I took these off a while back, and I'll be honest, forgot that I took them off. So I've got them to fit, and then pretty sure after that, no, I've got a cabin filter to fit. That's it. The cabin filter's the last bit. There we go. It's tight. Okay. There we go. So now I just have to fit the cabin filter and we are done. That's structural. Okay, so car's finished. All it has to do now is go for an MOT, and which it should pass. I mean, there's not really anything on this that's particularly concerning to me. So once that's done, we'll get this gone, and yeah. So, final piece of work we've got to do on this is I have to do the tracking. It'll probably take about 15 minutes, and I've been putting it off for a little bit because, well, I've just been putting it off. So I'm going to get this tracked up, and then, yeah, that's it. So car finished, complete, road legal, everything, MOT, done, finished. There.
In the middle.
Yeah. So four.
But I'd be happy if it'd been.
Oh yeah, I'd be more than happy if it was actually just towing in naturally, but unfortunately it's not.
It's the opposite, but never mind.
So good news is it's now towing into within spec. It's towing in just over a 1/16 of an inch, which is however many that is in millimeters, probably just under 2 mil that's towing in, but the spec calls for between 1.2 mil and 3.6 mil, so that's pretty much in the center. So that's good news. So now it's all tracked up, ready. It's finished, so get down the ground, and that's it. So there we go then. The car is now finished, and there we go then. The car is now finished. It's roadworthy, MOT'd, everything. And it's only took me significantly longer than I thought it would. You may also notice that it's fairly clean now. So I've got a video coming up for the detail video if you want to watch that. That'll be out fairly soon. A lot of you guys probably watching this aren't subscribed. I had a look through and I've got 97% of viewers of the channel aren't subscribed. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing. And yeah, that's it for this one. If you have enjoyed it, please do subscribe and like, comment and all that other stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.